Hi, here's a demonstration of the Bobcat S590 being diagnosed by the Jaltest off-highway system here at mechanician.com. So let me give you a walkthrough of the coverage we have here on the Bobcat S590 and what you can do with our tool. So first we come in and you connect obviously to the machine, but let's take a look first at the model, the S590. So it's an S500 series that are basically the same setup here when it comes to how we connect and diagnose. You can see here with the Jaltest system, we've got lots of coverage. We've got the central computer, electronic module, the engine, hydraulics, instrument, transmission, all kinds of coverage. I mean, if I come in and just do an overall system scan, first of all, it's going to give us an idea of the cables we're going to need to connect. So in this case, the JDC 213.9 and 539A that you can get on mechanician.com. Both of these are available there. And if we actually just go and just scan it, it's going to take a few minutes to kind of go through and scan the system of a Jaltest or of the Bobcat S500. So this is all just demo data, but as you can see, it's reading all the systems. So we've got the transmission, the hydraulic component, body computer, electronic module. It's pulling up some fault codes here for us to kind of like take a look at. You want to know a little bit more about them and when they actually triggered or what to do with it. I mean, here you can see this one, the tilt solenoid valve. Let me get in. You can see when it last occurred. You want some help with it's active. You want to know more about the component. I can open up the component. It's going to show me exactly where it's located in the machine, so what that part looks like. Very visual, the Jaltest system, so it's great for that. I want to actually troubleshoot it in this case, and in the off-highway system, I mean, Jaltest has a large engineering team building it out rapidly. Not everything's going to have every fault code troubleshooting and what to do on it, but certainly have the biggest team working to continue to build it out. But here we can see a document and to tell us how to actually troubleshoot this one. And if I come in here, it's going to show me, here's troubleshooting short circuit, positive higher voltage. So it's going to just walk me through that document. So fairly straightforward in this case. But just the same, if I want to come back to the 500 series, I want to see what other special functions I can do. I can do everything here of calibration camshafts, the EGR valve, fuel metering, high pressure pumps, injector codes, injector resets, throttle calibrations, injector mode. I mean, you can read it. The DPF, Regen, pressure relief valve, calibrate the hydrostatic pumps. You got all sorts of special functions when it comes to the S500 series here with Bobcat on the Jaltest from Mechanician. So if you come in here, you've also we can take any one of these if you want. If you want to actually see how it works, I've read and accepted there's an expert mode. So if you have technicians that you don't want to be able to do things that could significantly change the machine, so obviously calibrating the hydrostatic pump on a skid steer loader. That can do something that can cause injury if it's done incorrectly, right? So walks you through all the different steps, tells you exactly how you do it. Doesn't allow police performance, a manual process in this case on this specific S590, how it's performed. Depends on the machine, depends what it is. I mean, every machine has a different way to do different tasks, so it's going to walk us through the actual process of doing it. So it's going to tell us specifically here on this one, tell us what you need to do, which configuration you have. You got to select that configuration. In this case, what is the setup that we have in this machine? Okay, maybe I've got configuration 1. Then I'm selecting configuration 1. This is the one I've got, and it's going to take me through the steps. I've got configuration 1, and it's going to walk me through how to do the hydrostatic pump calibration. You got to be plugged into the machine, of course, but here's the calibration steps. All right. So see, it's walking you through exactly how to calibrate it. So we come back. Let's go back to the S500. So all these functions, whether they're run inside the application or what the process is, it's going to take you through it all. Obviously, your maintenance resets and things like that are pretty straightforward. The scan itself, let's come back to the diagnostic menu. So we got to having a hard time getting to my, I got to select the system. I'm sorry. Let's just take any system. And let's just take the engine. Let's just connect to the engine. All right, so we have to actually select which engine we're working on. All right, let's take the common rail. All right, then let's connect to it. Let's actually physically connect. Do we have a particulate filter? Yes or no? Apologize, I couldn't figure out how to actually, I didn't realize it wasn't connected. We'd only done a scan. So let's come back out. Now I can come in, obviously, just on the engine itself. I want to read the fault codes, systems data, clear them. I want to actuate components like the heating relay, the EGR valve. I can do all that. The monitoring, if I want to come in, see the full live data on everything or anything that's in here. Set triggers, whatever it is I want to do to kind of learn. I can record data for up to 30 minutes as well. Everything's kind of shown as I'm plugged in. I can read and see. I can customize specifically what I only want to see as well in that first menu. I come back, I can, some other functions I can do here. Let's come back out. So obviously things like parameters, injector coding, you want to display the parameters too on the machine. Maintenance, fuel injection pump, helping it learn to make adjustments there. Cylinder cutout checks. We're just in the engine component here. But if we went into any of those different systems, we'd be able to go and read, come in, get details on it, and understand more about it. So it's quite in this case, you want to see different components on the machine. This is again just inside the engine, and then we'd have troubleshooting by symptoms. You can take a look at any of these. Something's going on here with this. There we go. All right, so check the compression. It's going to walk you through if we got excessive consumption of oil and whatever it might be. I want to disconnect from the system. And then I want to go into something else like the hydraulics, or I want to go in specifically into the transmission. Let's take a look at the hydraulics. It's going to connect. Which connection am I doing? I'm doing this 213 to 539A direct connect. And same thing, fault codes, system data, clearing them, recording, monitoring. You want to see specifically data around those different auxiliary functions, your switches, tilt angles. It's going to provide you all that. So it's really well built out here for the this unit. Let's go back. Actually, I did not show you. Just show you regeneration. All right, so here if I'm in a tier 4 style engines, if I want to run the regen, I'm basically accepting the process. Temperature's gonna get really hot. Tells you what to do. Put the parking brake on. It's got active regeneration going. It's going through steps here. Obviously, in real time, it's gonna actually be running the machine and taking it through the right steps. This is just all demo data, so please don't cancel the process. We just did because we're in a demo. And you come out, now it's actually running the test. Measurements are all about to be displayed. It's successfully completed. And, for continuing, turn off the engine, wait for at least 10 seconds. So it's kind of, reminding you. It even gives you a timer to take you through the steps and just kind of keep your technicians and everyone just kind of in a pause. There we go. Now we're good. Now we're going to accept. And at this point, we've completed our regen. We've given it 10 seconds. I want to display the graphs from the work that we did. It's going to tell me the engine speed, parking brake, whether it's on or off. It's going to tell me all about the work that was done on it, soot particulate filter, injections, everything here you can see. So it's quite extensive what you can do with the Jaltest system. And as you can see, specifically on this one, now that we're in the Tier 4, you've got a lot more calibration options, throttle valves, EGR valves, high pressure pumps. You can calibrate all these things inside of the Jaltest. Okay, so anyways, let's just disconnect. I think you've seen enough for the you've seen enough on how Jaltest can diagnose the Bobcat S590, and certainly if you have any questions, contact us here at mechanician.com. Be glad to take you through any model and help you learn more. So